Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. George Shah here with another edition of Musical Postcards for Seniors. Sunday, June 14th. Wasn't that a lovely piece of music? Very, very inspirational that you just heard. We're going to feature that piece of music in just a few minutes, but this week we have something really different for you. I know I've said that before, but this is really exciting. It's a different format. And in fact, I want to introduce my co-host right now. You know her from a couple of shows ago where she sang. This is Maisie Saganic. And Maisie and I are going to talk about the different pieces that you're going to hear today. Welcome, Maisie Saganic. Nice to see you. Oh, thank you so much. Nice to see you again. What fun. Just you, me, and our seniors all over the place. That's great. So we're going to play for our audience a song that you are singing in, but it was inspired by that piano piece that we just heard. Now, that piano piece that you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, was by Franz Schubert, and it was his Schwanengesang, or Swan Song, also known as Schubert's Serenade. Originally written for piano, what you're going to hear next is our own Falmouth Academy chorus singing "Come Sail Away with Me." Now, this song was written on the melody of the Franz Schubert Swan Song. Marcus, would you play for our audience now? "Come Sail Away with Me."
Come sail with me, away to the sea. Come sail away with me. We'll sail through the night with stars as our guide. Come sail away with me. Come sail with me, away to the sea. Come sail away with me. On with the voyage to Victoria, sail away with me. Hear the sound of gentle dawn, the tide with its ebb and flow. Sail with me, oh sail with me, away on the peaceful sea. Come sail away with me. Come sail with me, away to the sea. I'll take us sail away with me.
Well, that was just very touching. So, Maisie, you also sing in another chorus as part of Falmouth Academy. Tell us about that. This is a very special, kind of an elite chorus. What's this?
So this is kind of a quartet with myself, Mia Galvum, and Alyssa and Maria McDonald. And so I'm soprano 1, Alyssa is soprano 2, Maria McDonald is alto 1, and Mia Galvum is alto 2. and we were approached by our chorus teacher, Miss Vieira, and asked if we would be interested in joining like kind of an elite subset of the chorus. And she gave us some music to practice before quarantine started, and then quarantine came. But we all worked together separately on our own pieces, on our own parts and stuff. And I think what came together was really, really good. We sound we sound pretty good.
Yeah, you sound pretty good. You sound great. Wait till our audience hears this. So tell us a little bit about how that works. Obviously, we're all in quarantine. That's why we started Musical Postcards for Seniors. So I notice you're singing and you've got headphones on, or you've got a little AirPods in your little earbuds in your ears. How does it work? And then how do you put it all together when it's all done?
Sure. So the FA chorus has this wonderful piano accompanist named Debbie, and she has worked so hard sending all of our own piano parts. So she plays the parts out on the piano for us and sends them to Miss Vieira, and Miss Vieira sent them all out to our school emails. And so in order to keep time with all together, we have just the instrumental part, which would have been playing in the background if we were all together. And then we each have our own separate parts to practice with. But then we sing with the instrumental part just so that we're all on beat together. It's kind of weird because you're singing separately, and especially with these two songs with Come Sail Away and with Voice on the Wind. It sounds kind of odd to not have all the harmonies together.
Right. I'm sure. Now you're singing soprano, so you're singing melody all the time. But imagine if you're singing alto and one of the inner voices, da 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 dee dee da da dee. You know, it's kind of enharmonic is the word. So this next piece that features the quartet is written by a contemporary, a current young composer and educator by the name of Sarah Quattel. And Sarah's a Canadian composer, and she still does symposiums all around the country. In fact, she has two homes. She lives in Hawaii and in Canada. So let's now hear the Falmouth Academy Honors Quartet singing Voice on the Wind.
I heard a voice on the summer wind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Who she is, I can't explain. Ooh,
So the next piece we have coming up is something completely different, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Falmouth Academy has a long history of classical music, and this features one of our classical ensembles called a string ensemble. And many of you may know that a string ensemble is made up of violins, violas, double basses, and cello. And we have 5 students in this recording that play in our string ensemble, and they're going to play an orchestration, an arrangement of Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov's original orchestration called Scheherazade. Now, Scheherazade is Rimsky-Korsakov's most famous piece of music ever written. It's based on 1001 Nights or Arabian Nights, and it's a story about a storyteller. And the storyteller here is represented by the first violin and a call from the cello that you'll hear. The first violin here is played by Luca McDonald, and the cello part who's playing the solo in the middle, that is Ursula Junker. Ursula is here in the Falmouth area with us, and Luca comes from the Mid-Cape area, both talented players. So right now, let's lend our ears to the FA String Ensemble and Scheherazade.
that was just absolutely beautiful. And one of the members of the string ensemble happens to be on call with us right now, Mr. Marcus Greco, who is running the behind the scenes function of this whole thing. Marcus, would you come on out, please?
Here he is.
Hello.
Hi, Marcus. Welcome. Is this your first? I think this is your first time on TV with us, isn't it?
This is the first time.
Oh, look at him. He's so formal. He doesn't speak like that regularly, ladies and gentlemen. He's a ball of fire. What grade are you in, Marcus, and how old are you?
So I'm in the 8th grade and I'm 14 years old, and I do all the behind the scenes work and technical work for musical postcards for seniors.
So the majority of what you do is what we call editing. So what our audience is seeing now is the three of us having a conversation, but after this is all done, what they're seeing is the final work where you put in all of the different pieces of music from all the different clips. And sometimes I talk too much, so you trim that out and you make it exactly 30 minutes long. How long does it take you to edit a 30-minute show?
Usually like 4 to 6 hours ish.
Wow.
So it's a very involved process.
Wow. So ladies and gentlemen, we spend about 45 minutes taping this show, just the way Johnny Carson did and all of the TV shows that have been on over the years. 45 minutes for a 30-minute show is not very long. And Marcus spends, I think you're being conservative. I know that you've spent 6 to 8 hours on some of these shows.
Yeah, some of them have been very difficult, and we've ran into multiple problems, but we got the deadline in every time. So
you really do make us look good. Now, how long have you been playing violin?
So I've been playing my violin since like 3 years old.
So about 11 years.
Yeah.
Marcus, you're used to being behind the camera, so go back there now, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
Nice job, Marcus. So that was quite a lot of fun. So this next piece number 4 in this program, ladies and gentlemen, is a piece that features our advanced jazz musicians. It's also a small group. This group is made up of 9 musicians, and they're playing a piece by Miles Davis. Now, Miles Davis, many of you might know, born in 1926 and died in 1991, was an African-American trumpet player and legendary and one of the greatest jazz musicians of all time. And this piece here is the title cut, well, maybe not the title cut, but the most popular song on his 1958 album, Kind of Blue. And it's called So What? And this piece was arranged by yours truly, but it features Luca McDonald on violin. It features James Goldbach, and you met James last week in the TV show. And it features Matthew Coggins on piano, and you met Matthew from Martha's Vineyard several weeks ago when he played Rachmaninoff's Concerto No. 2. I bet you remember that. So right now, let's give this a listen. This is another quite different piece, which fits into our pedagogy here at Falmouth Academy. We want students to be well-rounded in all different kinds of musics, the classics, jazz, pop, even rock. So here is the Advanced Jazz Combo playing So What? I want to take this chance to tell you that the program you're watching is brought to you by the students at Falmouth Academy Music Department. This is our 8th show, I believe. We've done it 8 weeks in a row, every Sunday at 1 o'clock. It's available on your local cable network. Martha's Vineyard, Bourne Community TV, and FCTV are all running this Sunday at 1 o'clock. So without further ado, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Maisie, who is going to introduce this next song.
So this last song for today is called Just in Time. It is a jazz song being performed by the Advanced Instrumental Ensemble with a special solo by yours truly and James Goldbach on the alto saxophone.